you won't need it then throughout the end. Okay, so the way we're going to work it today is we're going to get our backs nice and loose to start off with, move into the hips, be a little bit more active than we were for the last couple of weeks. So previously it was more kind of like static holds and stuff. Today it's going to be looking at kind of moving your hips a little bit more, and then we'll add in the static holds towards the end and make it a bit more kind of like long stretches as we go on from there. So water is all you need, and then a bench of some sort, and we'll get going from there. Okay, so what I want you to do is bring yourself nice and close to a chair, a table, anything that you can get your hands on. If you don't have anything near you like this, you can just put your hands on the wall or something similar like that. Okay, so you're just going to bring your two hands up on top. Make sure your knees are directly under your hips for me. Okay, and just slowly start to bring your head down towards the floor and create a nice stretch in through the lats, which is either side of your upper body. Okay, and the aim here is to try and bring your chest and your ribs down towards the floor. Okay, so they're never going to touch the floor, but we're trying to create this nice U shape from our hips all the way up towards our hands. And we're just going to hold on here. Okay, so focus on your breath. Deep breath in through the nose and then slowly out through the mouth. And as you breathe out, you're just trying to lower yourself down and release as much tension as possible within your back. Okay, so I want you to do this. And let's focus on about 15 deep breaths in and out. Okay, we did 2 seconds in and 2 seconds out the last 2 weeks. Whatever's more comfortable for you at this point is fine. It's good work, keep going. You can readjust your hands as well if you want. It might be sore for some people, or you can bring yourself a little bit closer towards the chair. Just try and release as much tension as you possibly can and pull yourself nice and close towards the floor. It's about 5 or 6 more deep breaths in and out. And then you can slowly pull yourself up and out of it, and then you can move the chair out of the way for it. Okay, so from there, let's get into that tabletop position we've been working on. So our hands directly under our shoulders and our knees directly under our hips. And we're going to go through that cat-cow stretch that we did before. Okay, so what I want you to focus on is your hips. When we start to curve our back like this, you're thinking about bringing your hips forwards towards your elbows. Okay. You bring the head down, you tuck the chin in towards your chest, and you get a nice rounded back. To reverse that, think of pushing the hips back towards the wall behind you, and then looking straight up. So we create that U shape that we've just been doing there. Okay, so we're going to slowly move through it. In your own time, start from neutral, push your hips towards your elbows. Okay, really start to spread the shoulder blades and pull that chin in towards the chest. And then remember, push the hips back towards the heels. Okay, start to curve the back and look all the way up. That's 1 rep. We're going to do 10 of that. Again, hips all the way through towards the elbows. And slowly all the way back. Good. And just control your breathing throughout. Try to breathe in as you curve your back, and then breathe out as you start pushing your hips back towards the wall behind you. Good work. So your back should start to loosen out a little bit. And just keep moving yourself through it. 4 left. Make sure to move your head as well, so chin's tucked in, and then punch it up towards the sky. Okay, so last one, hips all the way to the elbows, and then push all the way back and look forward. Brilliant. From there, let's lie flat on the ground. Okay, so you're on your belly. You can put your hands wherever you want. You can either have them straight out to the side or keep them in nice and close. Okay, what we're going to do here is we're going to start working with our left leg. So you're just going to bend it up for me to start off with. Okay, and then slowly start to twist and touch the ground over your right leg with your left toe, your left big toe. Okay, then you come back towards the middle and you swap sides. So you bring the right leg up and you go over the left leg, and you touch the ground with the big toe and come straight back. So that's one rep. We're going to do 10 here really slowly, trying to get further every time, okay? The left leg up, twist over that right leg, touch the floor, and then come straight back. And then the right leg up, and slowly over. You might get a couple of clicks into your back, that's fine. Just nice and relieving, especially if there's any tension in towards the lower back. Just keep breathing out as you twist. Remember, we're doing 10 reps either side. We're almost there. Just a couple more to go. And try and push yourself a little bit further if you can. Your back should definitely be warm at this stage. Okay, and try and create as much of a twist as possible. So the last one either side. And then when you're finished, you're going to stay lying flat on your belly. Except this time, let's bring the hands a little bit wider and create a right angle with your hands, okay? So you're bending your elbows like this, and then you're going to palm your hand flat on towards the floor, okay? You're going to twist your head to the left, so you're bringing your left ear down towards the ground, and you're bringing your right arm nice and close to your shoulder, okay? The other hand is staying exactly as it is, and you're just going to push your shoulder down in towards the floor. Okay, so you did this one last week. You bend the right leg up, you just twist the body away, push through that right hand so you get a nice stretch into the left pec or chest muscle. Okay, and we're just going to hold here for about 90 seconds. Okay, so take a deep breath in and then slowly breathe out. And as you breathe out, just try and twist that a little bit more. And really try and open up by trying to straighten out that right elbow as much as you can. So about a minute done. Another 30 or 45 seconds here. And then from here, you can come back towards the middle. Okay, and we're going to repeat the process on the other side. Okay, so right hand this time comes out towards the side, palms down on the floor. You bring the left hand in nice and close to that shoulder, and then you just twist with the left leg over that right leg and get a nice stretch in towards the right chest. Okay, so right ear down towards the floor, And just relax into it, nice and easy. Again, about 90 seconds here. And as you get more comfortable, remember, push that left hand in towards the floor and straighten out the elbow. We're coming close to the end of the first minute. Keep breathing, readjust if needed. We'll do another 30 seconds here. And you're going to come slowly back to the middle and lift yourself out of it. So now is a good time to get a quick drink of water if needed. Okay, we're going to move on towards the lower body now and start opening up the hips. Okay, so when you're ready, after you've had a drink, I want you to get into the 90-90 position that we call it. Okay, so your right leg, is directly out towards the side. So if you get your right arm and hold it out like this, basically you want your upper thigh to line up with your right hand. Okay, you're going to bend at the knee and then also bend at the ankle. So we have that 90-degree angle at our ankle, our knees, and our hips. Okay, the left leg then is going to go straight out in front. Okay, so your thigh is pointed straight out, the shins are coming across, and the ankle again is in that 90-degree position. So from here, all I want you to do is really try and straighten out your back. Okay, so keep your back nice and straight, good forward posture, and just slowly start to lean forward. But as you lean forward, you're pushing your knee and your ankle in towards the floor, and you're pushing your hip backwards. So you should start to feel a nice stretch into the glutes as you do this. Okay, so you can have your hands directly on the front, towards the side, or nice and close to the legs, whatever's easier for you. Okay, and I just want you to lean forward, focus on your breath, focus on keeping your back as straight as you can, and just breathe and allow that stretch to deepen and slowly start to release. By all means, if you can, lean forward that little bit more again and try and bring your knee as close to your chest as possible. Holding on. Keep the tension down into the ground with your knee and with your ankle. So a couple more seconds here. And you're slowly going to push yourself back up to the start position. Again, nice upright posture with the upper body. So chest out, back's nice and flat. We're going to start working on the leg out towards the side. Okay, so start by pushing the right knee in towards the floor and keep your right hand hooked onto your right hip. Okay, from here, you're going to roll that hip so it's nice and square and it's forward, so you're not sitting back into it, you're leaning forward. Okay, and you're just going to start to lift up the back foot, okay, off the ground. And then what you'll do from there is you're going to slowly bring it straight back down. So what we're doing is we're internally rotating in our hip. Okay, so I want you to do 10 really slow reps. You're going to lift the foot up off the ground. You're going to hold for about a second or two and then come straight back down. If you find this is too hard, go a little bit wider. So bring your upper body a little bit more towards the left and further away from your knee, because then you'll be able to move it a lot freer. Okay, but if you can, try to keep yourself as upright as possible. 10 reps, slowly up, hold, and then come back down. You might even get a little bit of a cramp in towards the glute and the hip. That's fine. Just work your way through it. And what you'll notice is the more that you do this, the easier it's going to get. Okay, but make sure that all of that movement is coming from the hip and you're not using your momentum to lift up your foot. Okay, so when you've 10 of them done, you're then going to push your back foot in towards the ground and you're just going to lift up the knee. Okay, so we're externally rotating this time, so we're pulling the hip backwards. Okay, so keep the upper body nice and square and then lift up the knee as high as you can and then slowly straight back down. And again, let's do 10 reps of this as we move through. Good work. When you finish your 10, let's swap over, change direction. Okay, so this time the right leg is out in front, the left leg is out towards the side. Again, remember, bring your arm out to the side to measure up and make sure everything's nice and straight. Okay, same with the front. We're just going to push the knee down, the ankle down. We're pushing the hip back and keeping the back straight as we lean forward. Okay, again, we're looking for that stretch into the glute. And we're just going to hold here for a minute. So just let your body sink in. Really important though, not to let yourself collapse in your upper body. Keep your back straight as you can. Keep breathing. And remember, tension needs to be done into the knee and into the foot. And keep pushing down in towards the ground as you start to lean forward. We're trying to stimulate the muscles as we move. It's just going to help open up our hips and improve our mobility through this. Good work. And slowly out of it. Okay. Upright posture. Back onto this left side, what we're working on, okay? We're going to push the knee down, and then we're just going to lift up the left foot from the ground. Okay, and then slowly straight back down. So remember, 10 reps, lift up, hold for a second or two, and then straight back down. Again, like we said before, you might find one side's a little bit easier than the other. That's fine. Remember, you can pull your upper body away from your knee to make it easier, okay? So find what's comfortable for you, and let's get through 10 reps. The left hand comes onto the left hip, lift up, and then slowly back down. Okay, when you've 10 of them done, reset your body, push the left foot down into the floor, and then lift up the knee. Okay, so remember, external rotation is what we're looking for. Try and keep everything nice and square and keep your upper body as straight and as upright as possible. That's 10 reps of these as well. Good work. So when you finish that, what I want you to do is sit side on and bring your legs nice and wide like so. Okay, so your hands are going to come behind your body. Okay, so you'll be able to see a little bit better this way. Hands directly behind your body and pull your chest through so you got a nice straight back. Okay, you're going to bring your legs as wide as possible. Okay, and dig your heels in towards the floor. Okay, from there, you're just going to bring the left knee towards the right foot. Okay, so we're dropping the knee in ever so slightly, and then you're pulling it straight back out. You're going to do the same thing with the right. You're bringing the right knee towards the left foot, and then slowly straight back out again. Okay, so let's do 10 of these either side. If it gets too easy, bring your hands a little bit closer towards your upper body, but make sure you're pulling your chest forward and you're keeping your spine nice and straight. Good work. And keep breathing as you go through it. If some of you have knee pain, just don't go as far down. Okay, bring the legs a little bit wider and then just work through. Okay, so it should be about 1 or 2 more either side. And then when you're finished, you're going to slowly come out of it and get another quick drink of water if you have it. Okay, so quick drink. Then the right leg is going to be nice and straight in front of you. And you're going to tuck the left foot so it's in nice and close to the thigh like this. Okay, so you should be in this position. Okay, from there, what I want you to do is grab your toes or grab your shin or whatever's easiest for yourself. But I just want you to grab down as far as you can. And we're just going to hold here for 30 seconds. Okay, so pull your head down towards your kneecap and really start to feel a nice stretching towards the hamstrings. Okay, so keep holding on. We have another 5 seconds here. And what you're going to do is you're going to come out but stay in this position. I want you to dig your heel into the ground for 10 seconds. Okay, so have your hands either side of your body and really focus on contracting your hamstrings as much as you can and push the heel in towards the ground. Okay, so you can count 10 seconds out in your head as you dig in. You're going to relax out of it and go back in to a hamstring hold for another 30 seconds. Okay, so you should notice you're able to get a little bit further this time. Work. When you finish that 30 seconds, we go back to that position again, except instead of digging your heel into the ground, we lift the leg up off the floor. Okay, 10 seconds, back nice and straight. Your leg's going to start shaking, but that's okay. And slowly back down and lean forward again. Grab all the way down towards your toes. You want to hold for that last 30 seconds. Okay, so if you started on your shin, you might be able to get a little bit further down. If you started on the toes, hopefully you can get a full pan around the back of your foot. Slowly out and swap sides. Okay, so left leg out in front. Bring the right leg in so the foot is up against the inner thigh. And then grab on and take note of where you started on this one. Okay, so if it's the toes, the shins, the knuckles, and the feet. So we're leaning forward, we're holding for 30 seconds. We come out and we dig the heel in for 10 seconds. Remember, counting your head. And straight back into another hold. second block of 30 seconds. And then you come back up, and we lift the foot up again, 10 seconds. Okay, your back stays straight. Legs again are going to start shaking, but that's okay. And then back down, and then hold on for that last block of 30 seconds. Working slowly out of it. Okay, and just to finish, what I want you to do is let's bring our feet together. Okay, we're going to pull our feet towards our hips. We've got a nice position like this. We're going to let our knees drop out to the side. Okay, with your hands, I want you to bring them under the gap here between your legs and just hold on to your feet. If this is too much for you, just hold on to your toes like this. Okay, so whatever's easier for you, but if you can, bring your hand all the way through. And just let yourself lean forward. Okay, and drop the knees out towards the side. Tuck the chin in towards your chest. So you're getting a nice stretch into the back. And just let the legs drop out to the side. So you get a nice stretch in towards the ground. Okay. The aim of this is just to bring your head as close to your feet as possible. And you're just going to hold on here for the last minute. Just focus on your breath in through the nose and slowly out through the mouth. The last 20 seconds. And slowly out. Good stuff, gang. Well done. Smashing another session. That was really, really good. So we're going to go again the same time next week at 6 o'clock. I don't know if Mark has anything else left to say. You're probably not, because he's not on the screen anyway. But I will, I'll see you all next week at 6. I think it's the last week, but we'll keep going with it if we can, and we'll take it from there. All right. Mark, have you anything else you want to say, or?
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah. Yeah, we can hear you.
Perfect. Okay, Conor, thank you very much.
No problem.
Thanks, Conor.
The workshop.
No worries.
I said last week is the last week, so make sure you jump on board and have a good evening and stay dry indoors.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Thank you.
Thank you.
No problem.
Bye.
See you later. Bye-bye.
Bye.